All right, mateys. I am in Coopersville right at the moment. Hey, James, and must be Kyle's here somewhere. Anyways, I am in the Family Fair parking lot in Coopersville, and I've got about 10 miles to go. So I'm going to drive, and I'll try to look at this every now and then when we pull up to like a traffic light or something. So chat amongst yourselves and welcome aboard. It's been a wild morning. I did hear from a friend of mine that who also works for the company that I'm a subcontractor to, that my background check finally went through. We've been having a lot of trouble in the state of Michigan because since they made marijuana legal, well, they've decided to overturn uh, possession charges and other related marijuana charges against people for the God knows how long. Now, that was not anything I had to be concerned with because I never had anything like that. But whatever reason, it tied everything up. People's background checks taking six to 8 weeks to be done. And believe it or not, mine has taken 6 weeks. I submitted my background check on the 14th of August. Yeah, and it came through apparently yesterday. Of course, no one told me. I had to hear it through the grapevine. I tell you, Patsy's right. At the end of the day, nobody seems to give a rat's ass. Okay, we can stop for this one. See if we can get in the left-hand lane. That sun is getting warm. So I decided that since I'm not on site yet, I'd just go ahead and we'll go live while we're driving here. And I'll just talk. Hopefully there's a good enough signal that I don't lose you. So Patsy's talking to me on the phone. I stopped to eat breakfast. She's talking to me on the phone. The next thing I know, her car's right next to me. I said, "You can stop talking now." She says, "Why?" I said, "You're parked right next to me." So that was funny. Well, we were talking about Sparta and all that, all the craziness that goes on with that. They say, "Oh, you just leave the app open and check it every now and then, and there'll be new jobs posted." Well, I've been doing that, and I don't see nothing. But Nancy says, "Well, there's a job at Division Street." Well, sure enough, there was, but I didn't see it. It must have just came up in between my checking and her checking. But it's for Friday, and I don't think I'm going to be in town on Friday. I'm pretty sure I'm going to be gone. I might work Thursday in the morning, but then Thursday evening, by about 7, I'd like to be in Dayton, Ohio, at the campgrounds. I won't be back in town here until, probably Monday morning, Monday afternoon. So I do go, and it looks like I'm definitely going. I want to get my money's worth. I'll stay until I liked it. The last hippie there. There was me and about maybe 50 other people that stayed on Monday. Most everybody left on Sunday, but we stayed. We had a jam session on Sunday night, a bonfire, and we had a blast. There's a dozen of us that really wanted to stay, and there was dozens of them weren't really part of our little jam session. They stayed, so that was cool. I don't do that again. No, it's the weather's good and all that. Tomorrow I will definitely be traveling. Well, I shouldn't say definitely. Yeah, the money's in the bank, and I'll be traveling. It's not a big man. I really do want to go to Ann Arbor. Okay, there's the chat. Let's see. I am driving right now. Southbound on 68th Avenue in Ottawa County. My destination is Allendale. Should be there within 5 minutes. Crossing the Grand River right now. So this is Easterville. See some kayakers out there. It is one beautiful day right now. It started out a little bit chilly. 72 miles an hour right now. Partly foggy, mostly sunny. I think I said that right. There's my favorite cow. A full-size statue of a cow on the edge of the hillside there. Boy, I think it's about to be naughty. I think everybody should go cow taking at least once in a while. Same with snipe hunting. Snipe hunting. Okay, coming up on Warner Street. It's on about a mile, maybe a mile and a half from the Admiral Station on 68th Avenue and Lake Michigan Drive. You can do it this live stream until 1 o'clock. We might sign off a couple minutes early. It's okay if I'm late, nobody cares. So it's 10 after 1 when I go inside or whatever. It's not a problem. Another nice thing about this gig work is this work. You don't have to worry about being on time. You don't have to worry about being early. Punch in when you get there and go to work. And when 4 hours is left, you better quit because they don't pay you any more than 4 hours. So I try to schedule myself so that if I got it 4 hours, I'm done. I don't stand around for 2 minutes or 3 minutes. I actually work right up to the last minute and then punch out. So sometimes I give them a couple minutes extra. I'm not giving them half an hour extra because they don't pay you for it. And know after a while that mounts up. I did get, when I was at Family Fair in Coopersville, I did get a couple tickets just in case we need them, in case somebody actually guesses the channel that we're featuring. And this channel is the same one that was featured 2 Saturdays ago because no one guessed it. And it will continue to be the featured channel until somebody does guess it. Okay. Let's see, Jasmine is here, so I'll be working with her. Don't know if she has anybody else in there or not. Never know what the actual employees, what their schedules are. I'm going back to our usual spot back here by the dumpsters. I may just stay in the truck since it's comfortable. And there's good light coming through the windshield. Yeah, just go straight back. Okay, I'm in between the 2 dumpsters. Oh. Now I can look at chat. If I don't screw this up. Thank you. I can't believe the audio is all that good. I'm not. I think these Chromebooks have really cheap speakers and microphones on them. I know. I can tell you for positive fact that the microphone's a piece of junk. Let's see if this will work. Ooh. Yeah, I did have the window down. It's because it is warm. You were behind me? I didn't see you pull in. Where are you, Maria? You're going to sing karaoke tonight? Because I have this funny feeling we're going to choose the embassy to go to. Georgianne, welcome aboard. I'll let you know whether I'm going to be in Dayton. I might be there as early to see you as the earliest Friday morning. The last time I went to a hippie fest, people arrived earlier. They're all having fun, but the official starting was kind of like M23. It actually didn't start until Friday night, and then it was done Saturday night. So getting there on Thursday, well, you're just maybe getting a better campsite than everybody else, or I mean, there are food trucks and everything else set up already, and lots of people, but the main events happen Saturday. Friday night, Saturday all day till 1 or 2 in the morning. Jay Charles, long time, glad you're here. Linda Barker is also here. Welcome aboard, everyone. So yeah, I sent you another recipe from V. That's right, you answered me on that one. And I'll put mine together, I hope, if I can. It's going to be tight, but I'll get it together. So yeah, that's what's going on. We went live 5 minutes early because I knew I'd be getting here about 10 minutes after the hour. So I didn't want everybody to freak out and think I wasn't coming on. So I went live while I was driving, and it seems to have worked out okay. And I did say hi to James earlier. Oh, you got some more recipes? That's good, Georgianne. There's nothing wrong with that. We're making a recipe book. If you put in more than one recipe, that's fine. You know, we're at that point where we should have had 50 recipes approximately, and nobody really came through. Well, what? We got 6 total, and that is since you sent me yours on, I want to say, it might have been January 24th of last year that you sent me your recipe. And then James was second, I think, with the ribs. And then, in the recent past, a couple more trickled in, but really nobody really responded. I guess everybody's too busy cooking and eating and washing dishes to have time to write down the recipes and send it to us. I figured the recipe book would be about the biggest hit this year because everybody likes to cook. Everybody loves recipe books. I'm to a point now, let's just open it up. If you were going to go to M23, but you didn't quite make it, or something came up where you could, hey, send me and Georgianne your recipe. We're going to include you in the M23 cookbook, even if you didn't make it. Oh, Tucker says hello, and Susan does too. Yeah, I've got a recipe ready to go in, Linda. The worst part of it is I've never tried the recipe. I know it'll be fine, but I would like to try it first, just to make sure that it's got a pirate. It's got a pirate flair to it, at least by its title and by its appearance. But it's just basically a potato dish, so it shouldn't be an everybody cookbook. Why not? Now that if we open it up too much, though, we could be. I may have to take off another week and stay in Columbus, Ohio, so we can get the thing published. That much, we'll have to start charging for it. Oh, yeah. My recipe is just a basic potato dish, So I am not sure. Let's see that background. Okay, I do have the background from the thumbnail saved, I think. I could be wrong. Oh. And I hope I'm going to scroll up here, make sure I haven't missed anybody. Got Maria, got Linda, got Jay Charles, got Kyle, Indiana Boy James, Nancy Drew. I did miss you. Welcome aboard. This one's, oh, Nate is here too. Welcome aboard. Oh. Okay, this is where everybody must have been hearing the wind noise coming through the window. I didn't think about that. I just needed the air. Okay, I think I caught up with everybody. Let's change the background. Well, I'll be jiggered. You're stuck with this background. So I did not upload the other one. So just imagine the thumbnail. Maybe tonight I'll put up another background shot or have a couple available. We'll see. See how much time I have. Just need, well, fantastic, Georgianne. We'll add to it. I can send you what I'd like to see on the front cover and the back cover. Well, thank you, Jay Charles. That is a nice It is a nice background. William Brody. Welcome aboard. Good to see you. Trying to think. Oh, I mean, I know where this is, but can I think right off the top of my head where it is? No. So I hope everyone's having a great Saturday. I know so far mine is golden. Things are falling into place for some trips, a couple trips that I have planned. Things are falling into place for projects at home that I also have planned, and things are falling into place for the work environment to where I certainly don't lack for work. In fact, it's to a point now where, okay, I got to schedule that, then I got to schedule this, I got to schedule that, and I've been called for more scrap. And right now, there's not a whole lot of room on the pickup truck for scrap. Tina has actually been moved out of ICU, and she's back in her regular room. I don't know how long she'll be in her regular room, but that's actually kind of amazing when you think about it, because it was just 4 days ago that she was in 7.5 hours of surgery. So, and then Tuesday, she was pretty much out of it all day, although I actually did hear from her on Tuesday. Wednesday, I asked her, in fact, I was just kind of teasing her a little bit. I said, I bet they're not letting you have any solid food yet. And she said, no, I'm still in ICU. And then about half an hour later, she sent me a picture. They gave her solid food. Whether she was able to eat it, I don't know. William says he knows that's this area. I bet he does. Oh, good. We got a link. Thank you, Lynn, and welcome aboard. Yeah, she is doing pretty good when you consider what she's gone through. I think she'll probably be pretty good at detecting bullshit now, because she has 2 bovine valves in her heart, and now an additional mechanical valve. So she's had 3 valves total replaced in the course of her lifetime. And we're all breathing a sigh of relief that she's made it through this. And she did send me a picture. She had a little smile. So that's kind of cool. To see her humor's there. You can poke fun at her and she'll poke back, which is good. That's the best sign yet. That she still around to harass us. I suppose if I had a car that could make that kind of noise, I'd make noise with it too. And there's William Brody's. What happened? I put up. Oh, never mind. Excuse me. Now I'm caught up. Anyways, it's good to know that she's got that sense of humor, and I actually wouldn't know her if she didn't have a sense of humor. Oh, India. I'm sure he doesn't mind there, Lynn. As far as I know, they should be in Pigeon Forge by now. Is that true? You were in Angola, Indiana for a couple days. Then I believe you're going to move to Pigeon Forge. So I'm guessing you're probably there by now. Susan's cleaning and Tucker's looking for squirrels, which is pretty much a Tucker. Well, it's more than a pastime for Tucker. It's almost like a duty. Let's see if I can move this laptop back up where we had it. Oh, goodness. Oh, no. What the heck? I lost us for a minute. Don't ask me why. Oh, come on. I didn't touch any buttons. Now it wants to know if I want to leave. No, I don't want to leave. This, you just grow your hair or get a wig. If you have a mustache, you can always dye it, like I do. $4.50 for the dye at Dollar General, and it's made by L'Oreal, which is a name brand dye, and it's non-toxic because I certainly can't handle that ammonia smell that the girls use in their hairs for their permanents. Like, ew. As far as I'm concerned, this is permanent enough. It'll last 3 months. Now and then, if I'm going on air or on stage, I'll darken it a little bit. I have wax that you can use in the mustache and in the beard. Hide some of the gray. And then, keeping a hat on for 2 reasons. One is the gray will start to appear naturally at your roots. And the other is to keep from blinding people with that chrome dome. So, and then humor. Work on your humor. You put all that in a bottle, and maybe I should start merchandising it. Oh, no, you're at the home base, so it's in Indiana, then Pigeon Forge. Okay. Okay, so that's next week. Got it. Because tomorrow's the 1st of October, so let's see. 8th would be, I think, Monday. A week from Monday. Pirate pheromones. La la. Thank you, Nancy. It's not done on purpose. Although, when you do hear somebody telling you how much younger you look, that makes you want to continue. I've told you before, I feel 19. I don't know if taking off the shirt helps or not. I could do that easily. I feel like doing it because it is warming up, even if you're in the shade. Let me look. Still 72. And that's in the shade. And Kyle is saying thank you for how young he looks. Oh. Oh. Yeah, I have to wear pants today. So I don't have my shorts on, but I can go shirtless for a little while. Holly did say she will be coming on tonight, briefly. She has a few jokes lined up. I told her I really wish you'd save them for Tuesday, but no, she wants to be on. So how could you say no? You know. But I did tell her it's only an hour, because a couple of times she's done that to where she called. It was the hour was up and I had signed off, and she was ready to tell jokes. And I said, well, "You're too late. I'm not on air anymore." "Oh, you did that on purpose because you don't want me to tell any jokes." No, that's not. You just didn't remember. Yeah, nipples. Not happening. You can get hair and be young for your wife. Nothing wrong there. Susan, welcome aboard. Nate, if you're still here, I'm working on another video. I don't know if I'll get it out or not, but it'll definitely have your name in it. It has to do with nipples. I'll never forget that. Blow out the left steer tire. Oh no. Oh man, that's a bummer. Yeah, the front tires are especially important. You know, up here, having good steer tires is super important all year long. I mean, in the summertime, okay, you can get by. Depends on where you're driving. If you're just driving on normal pavement, however, if it rains, not having good tires up front can be your death. But we definitely want good steer tires in the wintertime, because even if the road's plowed, you know, they get slick, they get icy. You got to have that tread up front. Well, for now, it's a no shirt. Another 45 minutes, I'll have to put it back on. Colleen White Owl. Colleen White Owl. I love that name. Did you live on that street off of 14th Avenue? Does your maiden name start with a P? I would die if it was. Oh, yeah. Yeah, that can happen. Anyways, welcome aboard, Colleen. I love that name. I went to school with a Colleen, and her married name became White. That's why I kind of like, whoa, is it possible? Say that again. I love you, Colleen. You can throw up the front of my Volkswagen anytime. And then you came back the next morning, which I think was a Sunday. It might have been a Saturday. And before I even was awake, you were out there completely cleaning my Volkswagen. Yeah. I'll remember the street. You were, I think, the third house down on the right-hand side. The name of the street started with an N. And I should know it like the back of my hand. Oh, maiden name? I never did say the maiden name, but the maiden name. Oh, your maiden name is White. Okay. The Colleen that I remembered, her maiden name was Prosh. And she married, and then her last name, married name, was White. So, and I haven't seen her since high school. So I just knew of that. Well, I shouldn't say since high school, because it was just after we were graduated when I had the new Volkswagen, and she and I don't know, we were drinking. We had fun. Drinking and playing cards. Well, that's okay, Colleen. I don't mind knowing two Colleens whatsoever. But it did throw me for, like, oh my goodness. So I'm guessing you're Native American. Notice I don't use the word Indian because I know where Indians are from. They're from India, Pakistan, over there. Correctly, you are a Native American, if you indeed you are. Okay. And do you have a channel? That'd be cool. We'll put your link up. Oh, there. I'll just put your name up for now. No, let me put this up. Gosh, that took me back. Lots of memories. You know, I kind of thought maybe it's been at least a couple years. I just had this feeling, wait, I know that name, but then do I know that name? You're welcome. I didn't know if it was on my live chat or if it might have been, Slow Momentums or Blue Wave Odyssey, some of the other chats that are out there. I was on one last night. It was a good time. It was Roy and Becky, and they had Mel Nettie. I can't remember who else was on there, but it was fun chat. It was just before I was about to fall asleep. I enjoyed it. Well, I tell you what, this light is not showing off my tan very well. It's terrible. I look like I'm white because of the sunlight, the way it's coming through. But I'm definitely not. I definitely have a tan. Let's see here. Okay, at least I still look white, but I can see the screen a little bit easier. I adjusted the brightness. What else is going on? I don't think it's going to be this week, but I am supposed to pick up a motorcycle. An Elder Spirit Walker. That's fantastic, Colleen. That is incredibly fantastic. I love that kind of thing. We actually honored, if you will. I mentioned it at M23. But we did honor the Native American tradition of opening a powwow with the conch shell. And Maria won because she could blow it the longest and the best. The rest of us failed miserably. But she managed to blow on it long enough and hard enough that we got some sound out of it. So we used that as the official opening. And we didn't have an official closing, though, so that was a shame. Well, we did and we didn't. We didn't use the conch shell. We just had the live stream at the very last, going on midnight on Saturday night, last Saturday night. Oh, there you do have a channel. Danny Wolf of CBAS. I think I do know him. He has a channel and he speaks about living off the land, if I'm not wrong. But anyways, somebody put Colleen's link up, please. I do that, Colleen, except I'm the host and I can't do that on StreamYard. And we'll get Danny's up there too. Linda, are you on the ball? Somebody is. And, Yeah, thank you, Georgianne. Thank you for, especially during the karaoke, manning this computer here. Uh, Walking around with it even. And pissing off Maria. I love it when you piss Maria off. Thunder Bay. All right. I know that too. So it doesn't escape me. I have not watched him as often as I should, nor you. Chasing Bones Inspectors, yes. Okay, let's get Colleen's up there. Thank you, Jay Charles. And Lynn got it too, but Charles is first. You know, Kyle, and he's here probably. Nodge, welcome aboard. No problem being late. Glad to have you. Kyle tells a story about the diver that they have on the show, on the crew, from Ireland, and they were diving on a car, and the diver, through his radio in his diving outfit, he said he was just finding a lot of sticks in the front seat of his car. He was throwing them out in the river. And Kyle said, "Those aren't sticks." That's just kind of creepy in a way. You know, you're desecrating a grave. Don't empty that front seat. Okay, so I got to put up the other link. I'll put Lynn the Okies up. Ah, okay. So one may have been one of her videos, I'll bet. Yeah, I'm definitely going to be checking that out tonight. That's going on my list of things to do when I grow up. I just can't get over how nice it is. Now the clouds are pretty much, well, there's still a few there. It's actually in the higher atmosphere, there's clouds, and it creates a little bit of a haze. But for the most part, it's quite sunny. Okay, Georgianne, be careful. Don't run with scissors. I know you. You always got scissors and glue guns and all sorts of paraphernalia around you, but I don't want you running with your scissors. And yes, we'll be back on again at 6 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. I have the bell cheese. I had it's gas station food, okay? Microwave it. But it was made supposedly by Jimmy John's. It's a sausage biscuit with egg and cheese and maple syrup. Oh, it's just a nice, simple, easy breakfast, but I get the belches from it. You're on a Harley, fat boy? Oh, fantastic. And happy birthday to you. Come on, chat, sing. Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday, dear Colleen. Happy birthday to you. I love Harley Fat Boys. Back in the day, I almost pulled the trigger and bought two of them. I was buy one for me and one for the wife, and she talked me out of it. So I didn't have a bike in my life at all, not even two. Your last birthday is tomorrow. That's a good one, Nancy. let's celebrate. We'll get our birthday suits on, or we'll find them. We'll find our birthday suits. Um, but this week, and I have sat on the bike. It's a Yamaha 750, and it sits almost not quite as low as Fat Boy. But it sits just right for me. A classic, I'd probably tip it over in the garage. Harley. I'd tip one of those over in the garage, no problem. And a Fat Boy is a little too low for me. I'm 5'11". So this Yamaha, it's got the V. I can't remember what the V stands for, but it's got the V cylinder, twin cylinder. Anyways, and it's nice. It's got saddlebags. It's got the queen seat. It's got everything. It hasn't been run in like 5 years. It needs tires. But other than that, I won't have to put a lot of money in it. You're welcome, Colleen. You made our day by coming here. You turned 27 again. I got you all beat. I still feel 19. And William will tell you that I kind of act it too. It's good to be 19, honest. At least to think that way. Us guys, we can't help it. It's just how we're wired. Might be able to last a full 2 minutes and talk about motorbikes or automobiles or airplanes or submarines or something that interests us. We might last 2 minutes max. And we might actually appear to last a lot longer than that. But in the back of our minds, there was this sexual reference going on. We can't help it any more than girls can't help causing men to think that way. It's how we're wired. Can't find Colleen's husband. 57's a good age, Colleen. I won't be celebrating my birthday until December. And then it's going to be, gosh, how can I come up with something funny for the big 7-0? Because this year's been lots of innuendos being 69. You can imagine. Careful. J. Charles. Careful. All right, I'm not giving away any secrets. What's Tina say? She says actions speak louder than words. Well, be careful there, because words can cause actions. So don't think that they're just words. 25 plus shipping and handling. But wait, there's more. Oh my goodness. Yeah, well, I couldn't help it, Colleen. It was warm. And the rest of my torso was warm, and I can't do anything about it because in 15 minutes I'll be going into work. And I do have dress shorts with me. I still have the camper on the truck. In fact, I got a whole wardrobe with me. And even though I prefer my Daisy Dukes, that'd be a little much for work, or a little less for work. But I do have actual store-bought shorts. I mean, they've got hems in them and everything. I don't know how I acquired them. Probably at a garage sale or Goodwill. I don't shop for new clothes hardly ever. Indiana boy says he stopped having birthdays 3 years ago. 43, Nancy. That would make me 80. 53 is my birth year. Hospital stay. Oh, Lynn, who wants to remember hospital stays? I try not to. I've had a few. I've had 3 heart attacks. I had one incident where I nearly bled to death because I had aneurysms in my back of my sinuses, way up, and blood just kept flowing. They had to do intravenous radiology, as they call it. They had to go up through my groin with a catheter and up through the carotid artery and up in through past my brain, in behind the nasal, and cauterize it. And the next day I started bleeding again because it didn't work. So I had to have that procedure done again. I don't know. I was bad in the hospital, but I think I came home worse. I still had to wear the gaiters in my nose. It was horrible. Couldn't hardly breathe. You know, you shove a tampon up your nose as far as you can and see how you feel. You'd get arrested in Texas. Hey, I know how to build a big fence. Math sucks. It's okay, Nancy. I'd actually be proud if I was turning 80 and felt 19. And if I have my way about it, it will happen. You know, I've got a lot to make up for. It's too many times in my life I had to stay down. I didn't want to be down. I wanted to be up chasing women. Or something to that effect. We were on the subject of clothing. I found, I didn't wear them today, but I found my my other pair of duck skivvies, if you will. Knickers, skivvies, underwear. Although Holly says I could get away wearing it as a swimsuit. Holly, there's no mesh. I don't think I could get away with it wearing a swimsuit. It's either that or she got used to me walking around in my underwear anyways. Or less. Hey, it's my house. If you don't want to see me naked, stop looking in my windows, as I always say. They're my pirate ducks. They're pirate ducks, little duckies, but they got bandanas and they got patches over their eyes, and some of them got the little hat, you know, the 3-corner hat with the skull and crossbones on it, the Jolly Roger. I'm your mom's age, okay. I would stick to it too, Colleen. Definitely. Well, thank you, daughter Lynn. Denim duck banana hammock. That's very good, Kyle. Denim duck banana hammock. You're going to get me going now. Ask Maria if she wants to do karaoke tonight at the Embo. Oh, my goodness. I'm ready because I know what song she'll want to do. Thank you, Nancy. I've always felt this way. There were times when I had to act differently. Did I like acting No, I am not an actor. So when I had to act, my age, so-called, I didn't like that at all. I just wanted to be myself, and myself is happy-go-lucky and sorry about your loss if you don't like that. You know, banana hammock is great. Now, the denim duck. I saw a guy wearing a tie-dyed t-shirt the other day, and it was a Carhartt. I did not know that Carhartt makes t-shirts, so I said to the guy, that's cool, you put the patch on there on the t-shirt. He said, no, it really is a Carhartt t-shirt, and he tie-dyed it himself. Whoa, I could do that. I don't know if I can afford the Carhartt t-shirts. I bet they're $30 for a t-shirt. But now, give me an idea about denim duck. Yeah, the short shorts, which are so short that my knickers show. Just thank you, stars, it's not my mini kilts. But because you can't have knickers with kilts. That would be sacrilegious. And it gives me another idea. But yeah, I think maybe we could have ducks under the Daisy Dukes. That might be a hit. Or how about tie-dyed loincloths? Oh God. Because you can't call them hammocks. They look comfortable. Do they really protect you at all? I don't think so. A kilt doesn't really protect you all that much either. Well, thank you, Lynn. That is a very great compliment. What was I doing when I was 52? I was acting like I owned the place and had to be professional and couldn't get away with telling snide jokes to hardly anybody. Got called on the carpet a few times. There was one girl who worked in property management, and she had all the keys to all the buildings, and she kept them in her desk drawers in her little office cubicle. And I walked up to her one day and I says, hey, what was her name? Anyway, I'll just use the name Rita because I think maybe that's what was her name. I said, hey, Rita, I got to get in your drawers. She knew what I meant, and she chuckled, and she proceeded to get in the drawers of her desk for me to get a specific key that I needed. One of the bosses overheard that, and he called me in his office and basically read me the riot act, that I was going to cause a sexual assault, or not sexual assault, but it was unbecoming and not proper, improper, sexual harassment is what he called it. I wasn't sexually harassing anybody. I was just making a joke. Some people just don't have a very good sense of humor. Chasing Bones Inspectors is Danny's channel. Good. I'll be looking that up at some point today. Yeah, sexual harassment. Thanks, Naj. You know, back when they first started having that as an issue back in the late 80s, we actually had to go to a meeting, and We were all in the conference room. There was about 100 of us. There's 350 people that worked in the hospital that I worked at total. So it was kind of a small place. Women outnumbered the men, probably 3-1 easily. Could have been more than that. But, the vice president of the hospital is explaining to us the new rules and concerning sexual harassment and how you could actually make a complaint on somebody and file a complaint against a coworker and da 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 da. And Jane raised her hand, stood up. She says, if people are going to be accused of sexual harassment and end up being fired, well, we all might as well walk out the door now because we're all fired. I thought that was extremely point on. I have 3 minutes before I have to be to work. I will harass you, Colleen. I was talking about it last night, just being a pirate. Draws only reminds me of a cabinet. Okay. Anyways, last night I was on, and Georgianne would appreciate this because she was there, but now she's not here right now. Linda Barker, you probably saw it on the live stream, but I made a couple inappropriate jokes because I can. Kenny Oakes, you may know who he is. He has his own channel, and he's been on a lot of our live streams over the last 5 years. And I got to meet him in person, and we had a good time. And then, I actually figured out that he would not be offended, but I double-checked with him. I said, if I happen to tell some cerebral palsy jokes, you're not going to get all wishy-washy offended at me, are you? He said, oh, no. And so, by God, I let loose. He was on the floor. Tim, bang for your bucks, I had to pick him up. He's not exactly what you'd call a lightweight boy. Kenny's pretty hefty. Must be all those taste testing videos he does. He was laughing so hard, he was turning colors. He was losing his breath, and I'm not sure if he didn't pee his pants. No, you haven't forgotten how, Colleen. I don't think you ever. It's like falling off a bike or a horse. You get back on. Oh, that's hilarious. That is hilarious. All right. It's time for me to sign off, put my shirt on, and go to work. So we will see you bright and early. Anyways, we'll see you in 6. No, we'll see you in 5 hours. Live at 6, right from the same location here in Allendale, Michigan. And we'll call it good. Thought Diana she parked right behind me. I think she needs to use the dumpster. I could ask her if she wanted to be live, but it is time for me to get my shirt on and go back to work. We'll see you tonight at 6 p.m. Kyle and Maria may show up. We'll see. So in the meanwhile, fair winds and smiles. And of course, may God bless. Thank you for being aboard, ladies. Nice to see you again, Colleen. And you too, Jay Charles. All right. Take care, everyone.